if you keep questioning yourself and you keep doing it again, I think that's like the definition of insanity. Oh, here's a faucet. Okay, I'm doing this. I like this. It's hard. I get like halfway and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember like my knees start to hurt after, 250 miles because I'm human. So I'm Lael Wilcox. I'm an ultra distance bike packer from Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah, Emporia, Kansas is a really sweet town, and I think that since Unbound started, it's been really revitalized. Like, there's a beautiful downtown theater, there's signs all over town that say welcome gravel riders. People just welcome you when you walk down the street. It's really sweet. It's a very hometown America feel. And it's really cool because that culture doesn't often mix with cycling. But in Emporia, they've welcomed this very kind of niche gravel race into part of their culture.
Hey. Hi there.
Can I get a pickup?
Yes.
Calling on the third floor?
Okay, thank you.
Hey, are you Kate?
No, I'm Lael.
Oh, Lael Wilcox, all right.
Oh! Sorry.
No problem.
Lael, I knew you were coming and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to see her anywhere.
This is perfect.
Here you are.
People are so sweet to me because I guess they just feel like they really know me. It's that's really encouraging for me because they feel uplifted, and then in return I do too, because they're like, I never would have done this stuff if I hadn't seen what you do.
Thanks so much today. It's 3 o'clock. But I'll be riding tomorrow.
How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Oh, so good.
Yeah, because I'm that kind of person where if I'm around people, I just give all of my energy, So then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna chill out, kind of limit my interaction. Because I've also spent the past week with a dozen different people on trips. That's different. Family members, I got married. So it's been a big week. Yeah, I'm super pumped to be racing. I raced head on once last summer in Alaska with 45 people. So this is cool to be back in a field. And I think, having all those people around me will just give me more energy to get through the night.
Take it down, 350 miles of gravel in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Unbound it's kind of the origins of gravel racing, which are a variety of dirt roads. So fast rolling dirt roads, chunky double track, and this race started as a 200-mile race, and then they brought in the XL to kind of go back to the roots of the spirit of the event, which means it's self-supported, it's a lot longer, and it's a lot rougher. And then really for the XL, they try to throw in some curveballs. So you'll take a turn and it'll feel like a riverbed, like huge rocks. So self-supported race means that you have to cover all your own needs: food, water, mechanical issues, navigation, carry all the gear you need along the way. You can resupply at commercial resources because they're open to everybody. The faster you can go through your steps and get back on your bike, the better you feel, and then you save, 5-10 minutes each time. I just try to get everything as quickly as I can, because how many times do you stop in a day? 5, 10? If you save 5 or 10 minutes each time, that's a lot of time. I started commuting on my bike to work at a brewery when I was 20, and that was like 4 miles from home. I've never owned a car, I don't know how to drive, so that was like my first vehicle. Before that I just walk. And riding to work, I realized, oh, I could ride all over town. My first big ride was riding to Seattle, like 45 miles. I had a fixed gear bike to visit my sister. And during that ride, I was like, this is crazy. Like, I'm riding to the next city over. It's like, well, if I could ride to the next city, I could ride across the country. So then, like 2 months later, that's what I did. I didn't see cycling as like a competition at all. It was travel. And then I was on a 10-month tour around the world, and I was in Israel. I was riding this route and realized I'd be there when the race was happening. So I was like, well, I'll try it out. So I went to the race with like my $400 bikepacking bike, sneakers, platform shoes, cotton t-shirt. I was the only woman. There were like 40 riders. And these guys were like, are you even gonna finish the first day? And then by the first day, I was like 25 miles ahead of the second place guy. I was just killing him. That's also when I realized I was like, I could do this. I was like, I actually am good at this. I never knew I would be. The dark hours are always the toughest, but you do have to kind of flip a switch where you're like, it's night mode. Like, wire in my lights, and get ready just to be out there. The dark hours are always the toughest to maintain speed. Oh man, I'm so pumped when the sun comes back up. I'm like, yes. Okay, it's a new day. Like, I haven't slept, but it is a new day. And then the next hard thing for racing in Kansas is that, 3 hours after sunrise, it starts to just get hot. Like, the sun's beating down, you're sleep deprived, you're just like, oh man, this is rough. And day 2, it was really just about making sure you had enough water, because it was super hot and we were all pretty depleted.
You guys have fun out there?
We are.
Time of our life.
Stay cool.
So total distance, 358 miles. Elevation, I recorded 18,000 feet of climbing. My time was 26 hours, 55 minutes. First woman, 10th overall. I love competition because it doesn't lie. Your results matter. It's like everybody can say how good or bad they are at something, but at the end of the day, it's just like numbers of finishers. So last time I raced was the second year of the XL. There were 79 riders, 15 women started, 6 finished. This time, 25 are starting out of 125. I'm hoping that through my riding, I can encourage more women to try this stuff, to believe that they should be there, and also that they can compete with the whole field. Because it's like, I'm racing against everybody out there. It's like, yeah, if I'm the first woman, great, but I really like to see how I stack up in the whole field. All kinds of different people are like, well, if she can do it, I could do it, or I could try.